this going. Hi everybody, this is Mega Anime.
And Sylvie Sommers, how's everyone doing tonight?
And we are playing Doki Doki Literature Club. Part 2.
Yep, I think we're about to get where it gets interesting, finally.
So,
I don't know, there was a bit of a mood shift there.
Yep, we had to leave you on a what is that called?
Cliffhanger.
Yes, cliffhanger. Just to give you a heads up, this is a very dark story. So if you have anything of sensitivity or stuff like that, you might not want to watch this. So, and also I have dyslexia, so I'll do the best I can. Just bear with me.
I have no excuse, I'm just a dumb bitch.
But I hope you enjoy. So here we go.
Okay.
Well, so heads up on the whole thing. We went to school, and Sawyer? Sorry, what's her name? Sayori. Sorry. Is now asking us who we would want to walk with.
If someone were to ask to walk home with her instead. So we picked Natsuki, because I like her. She's pink, and she's adorable. But basically we are now being forced to make a choice between her and one of the other girls. And given the theme of this game, I'm pretty sure that's where the fucked up shit is gonna start. So,
Use again? No?
I picked Natsuki.
Alright.
Walking home with Natsuki, huh. Why does the thought of that make my heart pound? I mean...
00_Emily.
I think I would
Welcome
be
to my
afraid of
channel.
what she'd do to me if I turned her
As
down.
_Miu. Welcome to my channel.
Hi, welcome.
A_L0 Nelly_girl. Welcome to my channel.
So
Welcome.
many. Hello.
Hello, welcome to the channel.
Okay.
Isn't she so cute and fun to be around?
That has nothing to do with what I just said.
You admit it!
Jeez. There's not even any point in speculating something that's never gonna happen.
Well, maybe. But I just like to think about it. It's not long before you won't need me anymore, you know?
Need you? Sayori. I can't figure out how you're seeing things in your head right now.
Sorry.
Everyone is different. Nobody in the club is a replacement for you.
If you say so.
The conversation trails off and I'm left feeling awkward. But it was kind of her fault for trapping me with such a weird question. I can't just lie to her. But if there's something that makes her happy, I would hate to take that away from her. That's why I said there's no point in speculating. Then again, the festival is only a few days away. Who knows what will happen in that time? God damn it, this stupid game again. I hate this game.
God.
I hate this game so fucking much. Can we skip it?
No. Well,
There is a skip button.
yeah, but it won't. I think it's more fun for people to see what we would actually pull up.
Alright. Comments. Go! I don't want to play this stupid game anymore.
Sweet horror dance. Precious sadness. Electricity. Rhythm. Marriage. Dazzle. Vitality. Probably dazzle.
Sure, why not?
Oh.
Kitty!
Romance. Let's do something weird. Graveyard.
Okay. I want those little stickers. They're so cute. Pure?
Joy, love.
Dream.
Fireworks?
Sure.
Doki Doki.
We're always gonna pick that one.
Boop. Rainbow, mouse. Mouse?
Sure. Daydream. Unrequited.
Chocolate.
Chocolate! I remember when they first invented chocolate. Sorry.
SpongeBob.
Yes.
Chocolate. Chocolate.
Hopeless. Journey.
8HBDES. Welcome to my channel.
Welcome.
Fireflies.
Yeah.
Hurt.
Hope.
Sting.
Together. Imagination. What are you laughing at?
Don't smell.
Oh, damn it, Adara. The butter farts have begun.
Yep.
She ate an entire stick of butter. Aw, man. I'm the last one here again. Don't worry, I just walked in too.
Were you practicing piano again?
Yeah.
You must have a lot of determination. Starting this club and now picking up piano?
Well, maybe not determination, but I guess passion. Remember that the club wouldn't be here if it wasn't for all of you. And I'm super happy that you're all willing to help out for the festival, too.
You want me a beer?
Yeah.
Ah, I can't
Martin.
wait for the festival.
Welcome to my channel.
Welcome.
It's gonna be great.
Huh? Weren't you complaining about it yesterday, Natsuki?
Well, yeah. I'm not talking about our part of the festival, but it's the whole day of school where we get to play and eat all kinds of delicious foods.
You sound a bit like Sayori all of a sudden.
Monica, do they usually have fried squid?
Squid? That's a that's a pretty specific thing to look forward to.
Oh, come on! Are you saying you don't like squid? You of all people?
What does that have to do with squid? Huh? I didn't say I didn't like it. Besides, what do you mean by you of all people?
Because it's right in your name.
Oh, that's funny.
Monica.
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 That's not how you say my name at all. Also, that joke makes no sense in translation.
Huh?
Oh, that's funny. Never mind. Let's just focus on our own event for now, okay?
Hee Fine, fine. Your actions aren't as fun as Yuri's or Soyori's anyway. Excuse me?
Where is Sayori anyway? Oh, there you are. Sayori is sitting at a desk in the corner of the room, looking down at nothing. I walk over to her. Hey, Sayori. I wave my hand in front of her face.
Eh?
You're spacing out again.
Sorry. Don't mind me. You can go talk to everyone else.
Huh? Is everything alright?
Of course. Why wouldn't it be?
It just feels like you're a little off. Sorry for assuming things.
Geez, you were worried too much about me. I'm fine, see?
You are not fine. Stop that. Sayori shows me a big smile.
Don't let me distract you from having fun with everyone.
Well, alright. If you say so. I worriedly glance at Sayori before turning back toward everyone else. But the conversation is already dispersed, with everyone back at their usual activities. Maybe I should ask Monica if she's noticed anything about Sayori recently. Since they've been preparing for the festival, they must be spending a lot of time together. I timidly approach Monica, who is shuffling through some papers at her desk. Dorks, what's up? Okay, you might have to be her.
Okay.
Hey, this might sound a little strange, but have you noticed anything up with Sayori recently?
Anything up with her? In what way do you mean?
Maybe I'm reading into it a little too much, but she seems a little downcast today.
Oh, you think so? I can't say I've noticed anything about her.
Monica peers across the room at Sayori, who is idly dragging a rubber eraser up and down her desk.
Maybe there is something on her mind. But I'm surprised I'm not the one asking you, Dork. You certainly know her a lot better than I do.
Yeah, but she's never really like this. She's always talked to me about things that bothered her. But this time, when I asked her, she was really dismissive. Sorry, I know it's not your problem. I just wanted to ask if you knew anything, so I'll drop it now.
No. It's important to me, too. I mean, I'm also friends with her. And I also care about the whole being of my club members, you know. Maybe I'll try talking to her.
Huh? Are you sure about that? She seemed like she wanted to be left alone.
Are you sure? Maybe she just has a hard time bringing it up with the person of interest.
Person of interest? What do you mean by that?
I'm saying that maybe the thing on her mind is you, Dork.
Me? How on earth would you come to that conclusion?
Well, I probably shouldn't say too much, but Sayori talks about you more than anything else, you know.
Huh?
She's been so much happier ever since you've joined the club. It's like an extra light was turned on inside of her.
What? No way. Sayori is always like that. She's always been full of sunshine. It's not any different now than it always has been.
You're that maybe you've always seen her as so cheerful? Because that's just how she is when she's around you? Ah, I said too much. I'm sorry. What do I know, anyway? I didn't mean to jump to a conclusion, so you should just forget about what I said. I'll try to talk to her, so try not to think about it for now.
Ah. Alright. Monica smiles meaningfully. I know she said to forget about it, but I already know that I won't be able to get her words out of my head. Monica stands up from her desk and walks across the room to where Sayori is sitting. I watch her kneel down next to Sayori and gently talk to her, but she's keeping her voice so quiet that I can't hear her from here. I sigh and sit myself down. I know Sayori told me not to worry about her and to have fun with everyone else, but that's impossible to do when she's behaving like this. Exactly how much do I care about her that I'm letting this weigh down on me so much? Now it feels like I'm the one behaving out of the ordinary. But there's nothing I can do besides wait for Monica.
Hey, you! Oh, geez, wrong word. Hey, you!
There we go. Huh? I look up to see Natsuki next to me.
Are you just gonna sit there and keep staring at nothing? There isn't that much time, so...
Ah, sorry. I didn't mean to make you worry or anything.
It's not like I'm worried. I was just...
Natsuki glances down at her side. She's holding a volume of manga in her hand. That's right. Something just came up for a minute, but we can get started now. I won't make you wait any longer.
Jeez. Now you're making me feel like a jerk. Assuming you don't feel like talking about it or anything.
She practically mumbles the last part. Nah, I'm probably making it seem like a bigger deal than it is. I've just been thinking about Sayori, that's all.
Sayori? Thinking about her?
Yeah, she seems pretty down today. But she didn't want to admit it to me. So I can't help but wonder if something happened to her.
Oh.
Natsuki exhales.
Well, first of all, you should really work on your phrasing. But anyway, you're her best friend, right?
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah. Then in that case, I think you should trust her a little more. If she needed you, then you would be the first person she would go to right.
Well, I guess that's true.
I mean, some people just have those days. You can't always avoid it. If anything, she probably doesn't want you to worry about her because it's not important.
Yeah, that's kind of what she said to me. Maybe it's not right for me to go against her wishes.
Exactly. If she needs you to worry about her, then it'll be a lot more obvious.
Yeah. I should have thought of it that way from the start. Natsuki fiddles with the book she's holding in her hands.
She really means a lot to you, doesn't she?
Ah. Don't get the wrong idea or anything. We've just been friends. Weird shit, man. I don't know. Everyone goes to retrieve their poems, and I do the same. I make eye contact with Monica, and she smiles at me. I wonder what she was talking about with Sayori. Alright. Do you just want to start at the top of the list and go down?
Sure.
Okay.
It's nice, I guess.
Come on, I can already tell you don't like it.
Well, you don't need to worry about what I think. After all, you wrote this for someone else, didn't you? Probably Yuri?
Huh? I didn't write this for anyone specifically.
Maybe. That's not really what I meant, though. But it's okay. You're making new friends, just like I hoped. That makes me really happy. And you're happy too, right? In this club?
Well, of course I am.
Good. That's all that matters to me. Thank you, Dork.
Sayori, is there something wrong?
Huh? No, nothing. I'm just a little tired today.
Alright. Just tell me if you need anything.
I will. Don't worry about me, okay? You can go play with everyone else now.
If you insist.
Yeah. I'm gonna go home a little bit early today.
Sayori?
Tell Monica I wasn't feeling well, okay? We'll see you tomorrow.
Before I can say anything else, Sayori cheerfully walks out of the classroom, humming to herself.
This one's alright. This one's alright.
Alright?
Well, yeah. It doesn't blow me away. But there's nothing I really hate about it. It's just not really my style. I mean, that's fine. Come to think of it, this kind of reminds me of Soi's poem from yesterday.
Huh? You think so?
Yeah, well, I guess if you've been friends with her for so long, you might be the same wavelength. But you never, but you never really struck me as her type.
Sayori has a type all of a sudden?
Well, I don't know. But honestly, how can someone so fluffy spend so much time with someone like you? It's like she's dragging around a dead weight.
Asshole. That was a little unnecessary. But think of it this way. If it weren't for me, she would probably just fly away like letting go of a balloon. You could say we each take care of each other in our own way.
Whatever. Whatever it is, I don't get it. Oh yeah, I guess I'm supposed to show you my poem. Here.
I'll be your beach. Your mind is so full of troubles and fears that diminished your wonder over the years. But today I have a special place, a beach for us to go. A shore reaching beyond your sight, a sea that sparkles with brilliant light. The walls in your mind will melt away before the sunny glow. I'll be the beach that washes your worries away. I'll be the beach that you daydream about each day. I'll be the beach that makes your heart leap in a way you thought had left you long ago. Let's bury your heavy thoughts in a pile of sand. Bathe in sunbeams and hold my hand. Wash your insecurities in the salty sea and let me see you shine. And let's leave your memories in a footprint trail. Set you free in my windy sail, and remember the reasons you're wonderful when you press your lips to mine. I'll be the beach that washes your worries away. I'll be the beach that you daydream about each day. I'll be the beach that makes your heart leap in a way you thought had left you long ago. But if you let me by your side, your own beach, your own escape, you'll learn to love yourself again.
Yeah? I felt like I kept writing about negative things, so I wanted to write something with a nice message for once. Besides, the beach is awesome. Kinda hard to write anything negative about the beach.
Sand in your bikini. Got it. So you decided to write about the beach first, then came up with the message later?
Yeah, well, it's only because of what happened yesterday. I mean, after Yuri and I realized we kind of wrote about the same thing, she wanted to pick a topic and have us both write about it, or whatever. Ugh! You can really see her doing that, too. Making us write about a simple topic, then trying to impress me by coming up with something all fancy. Well, it's not like I care. I just did it anyway. I mean, I guess Maya ended up being kind of metaphorical too. But there's nothing wrong with doing that one in a while. At the very least, it was good practice.
Okay.
Who do you choose now? Dun dun dun. Hold on. Well done, Dark. You've definitely improved your writing over the course of these few days. Has my advice been helpful to you?
Yeah, definitely. That's her.
I'm glad.
You've been on the starting screen this whole time.
Shoot.
I just noticed.
God dang it.
Whatever. We're narrating it. It should be fine.
Sorry, everyone. I thought I started it.
Okay.
Sharing our writing like this. Oh, I'm done. It's a lot more fun and rewarding than I anticipated. I need to remember to thank Monica. I think we all felt a little awkward at first, but now it seems like everyone is enjoying sharing. Get that off the screen. They're writing and seeing what others think.
I guess I can't really disagree. I was afraid this whole thing would be a chore. But it's a great way for me to spend some personal time with all the girls in the club.
Uh-huh. Sure. Keep telling yourself that.
But it's been fun getting to know everyone and their writing. And I guess doing some writing myself.
Well, have you learned anything about yourself, Dork?
Huh?
Well, you know how I like to say that writing is a very personal way to get in touch with yourself. In the end, it doesn't matter if you're a good writer or a bad writer. And even my opinion are just opinions, you know. As always, I believe what's most important is exploring and discovering yourself.
That's comforting. I'm kind of afraid of disappointing you in some way or another.
Eh? Why me?
Well, you're always sophisticated with your writing and have the most advice to share.
Is that so?
Yuri thinks for a good minute.
That must be terrible.
Huh?
For me to have become someone whose opinion is fearsome. How unlikable of me.
Yuri, it's not as bad as you're making it sound in your head. I just meant that I respect your opinion.
I see. I'm sorry that I always overthink and come to those sorts of conclusions. I'm just a little too used to it.
Overthinking?
Being disliked.
Yuri,
What am I saying? I'm sorry. I didn't mean to bring that up. Let's move on.
alright. Do you want to share your poem now?
Okay. Here.
God, her fucking handwriting is so hard to read. Here we go. Beach. A marvel millions of years in the making, where the womb of Earth chaotically meets the surface, under a clear blue sky, an expanse of bliss, but beneath gray rolling clouds an endless enigma. The easiest world to get lost in is one where everything can be found. One can only build a sandcastle where the sand is wet, but where the sand is wet, the tide comes. Will it gently lick at your foundations until you give in, or will a sudden wave send you crashing down in the blink of an eye? Either way, the outcome is the same. Yet, we still build sandcastles. I stand where the foam wraps around my ankles, where my toes squish into the sand. The salty air is therapeutic. The breeze is gentle, yet powerful. I sink my toes into the ultimate boundary line, tempted by the foamy tendrils. Turn back, and I abandon my peace to a road at the shore. Drift forward, and I return to earth forevermore. That one feels a lot more simple than her previous ones.
Yeah.
I like it.
I'm aware that the beach is kind of an main thing to write about, but I did my best to take a metaphorical approach to it.
Yeah, Natsuki already told me about it.
She did? She didn't say anything weird, did she? She just wanted us to write about the same topic again. I suppose to better compare the difference in our writing style or thought process. Anyway, it was her idea. Knowing her, it's no surprise that she'd want to do something like that. She probably just wanted to show off. It's not like I have a particular interest in her writing style. I just went with her request. But, well, I suppose it's not so bad to write about something simple on occasions. It can be refreshing, you know? It's good for me to calm my thoughts once in a while. Yeah, I think I agree.
That's dorks.
Sorry.
Thanks for sharing.
Yeah, no problem.
Gee, I wonder who else is left.
Oh, that's it. Sorry, Monica.
You're not as interesting as the others. Go by. Goodbye.
Hi, Dork. Have you thought about what you want to submit to perform at the festival?
Well, being in this club is one thing, but performing in front of a bunch of people, I'll have to give it some more thought.
Okay, no pressure. No pressure. Yeah, no pressure. Not at all. But whatever you do, I'm sure it'll turn out great. It would also make me happy to see. Anyway, let's take a look at today's poem.
Sure. I let Monica take the poem I'm holding in my hands.
I like this one. It makes me think of something Sayori would like.
Is that so? Hold on. Before you read it, I'm going to help you pronounce it. Ready? So, say or e.
Okay. You and Sayori are really good friends, right? I wouldn't be surprised if you had those sort of things in common.
Well, we may be good friends, but Sayori and I are actually really different.
Hmm? Well, that may be the case. But maybe there are also some similarities that you wouldn't expect. The way she talks about you. It sounds like the two of you really care about each other's well-being. Even if you show it in different ways, it ends up being more similar than you'd think. So I think that's the kind of vibe I get when reading your poem.
You sure you're not reading into it too much?
Of course, I could be. Oh gosh, I sound like Yuri. But in any case, Sayori writing has kind of a gentle feel to it. I can tell that she likes exploring with emotions like happiness and sadness. Who knows that someone so happy would enjoy sad things too?
Yeah, that's totally unexpected.
Well, to each their own. And you shouldn't be afraid to experiment a little bit either. Anyway, I'll share my poem with you now, alright?
Alright. A lady who knows everything. An old tale tells of a lady who wanders earth. The lady who knows everything. A beautiful lady who has found every answer, all meaning, all purpose, and all that was ever sought. And here I am, a feather. Lost adrift in the sky, victim of the currents of the wind. Day after day I search with little hope, knowing legends don't exist. But when all else has failed me, when all others have turned away, the legend is all that remains, the last dim star glimmering in the twilight sky, until one day the wind ceases to blow. I fall, and I fall and fall and fall even more. Gentle as a feather, a dry quill, expressionless. But a hand catches me between the thumb and forefinger. The hand of a beautiful lady. I look at her eyes and find no end to her gaze. The lady who knows everything knows what I am thinking. Before I can speak, she responds in a hollow voice. I have found every answer. There is no meaning. There is no purpose. And we seek only the impossible. I am not your legend. Your legend does not exist. And with a breath, she blows me back afloat, and I pick up a gust of wind. Jesus!
You know, I feel like learning and looking for answers are the sort of things that gives life meaning. Not to get too philosophical or anything, but it was kind of on my mind, so that's what I wrote about.
I see. I never really put much thought into it.
In a way, it's always paradoxical. Because if we had all the answers, wouldn't the world start to lose its meaning?
You know, there's one thing I noticed. It seems like everyone in the club prefers writing about things that are more sad than happy.
Are you surprised? I mean, if everything was okay, we wouldn't really have anything to write about, would we? Humans aren't two-dimensional creatures. I think you'd know that better than anyone.
You mean one-dimensional?
Yeah, that. Anyway, here's my kind of writing tip of the day. Are you ever too shy to share your writing because you're afraid it's not that good? It can be really disheartening to get a lukewarm response to something you put so much into. But if you find other people who enjoy writing, then sharing becomes a lot easier. Because interested of just telling you that your writing is good or okay or bad, they'll want to focus more on everything that went into it and the things you can work on. It's much more encouraging that way, and it will make you want to continue improving. It It's almost like having your own little literature club, don't you think? That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening.
Okay, you three. We're all done sharing poems, right? Why don't we start figuring out...
Hold on a second. This is just me, or did you say something strange just now?
Huh?
Something did sound a bit unusual. That's right. You deviated from your usual catchphrase when addressing the club.
Catchphrase? I don't have a catchphrase. Yes, you do.
Jeez. Why is the mood so weird today? Look, even Yuri isn't immune to it. Stranging... What?
Stagnating.
Oh, stagnating air is common, foreshadowing that something terrible is about to happen.
In your books, maybe. Look, the only thing different is that Sayori isn't here.
Ah. It seems you're right.
Sayori always helps lighten the mood a little bit, doesn't she? It's almost like everyone's balance is thrown off a little when
To pee.
She's been peeing for a really long time, Natsuki.
Yep. She had to go very badly.
Yes.
Natsuki, please show some decency. Oh, come on.
She actually wasn't feeling too well and went home early.
Is that so? I hope she's alright. Seriously? Of all the times to not go home with her, you picked the time she's not feeling well. So much for you two being all lovey-dovey.
No. First of all, stop misunderstanding my friendship with Sayori. And second, she's kind of been avoiding me today, so I didn't want to force it.
Oh?
That curious expression coming from Yuri, of all people? Calm down, guys. I talked to her earlier, and everything is fine. What did she say? Anyway, we need to figure out the rest of the festival preparations, so let's decide what everyone will be doing this weekend.
I already know what I'm doing.
That's right. Natsuki will be making cupcakes. But we might need a lot of them, and different flavors. Can you handle all that by yourself, Natsuki?
Challenge accepted.
And as for myself, I'm going to be printing and assembling all the poetry pamphlets. Sayori will be helping me design them. And as for Yuri, you can, guys, can you help me come up with something for Yuri?
I'm useless.
No, that's not it at all. You're the most talented person here, you know. Now Natsuki's pouting too? Jeez, even I can tell now. I guess I never gave Sayori enough credit, but I can tell things are even harder on you when she's not around. Your mind is already racing, I see. That's great. You'll be a wonderful help, Yuri. But anyway, that just leaves you, Dork. The one who is truly useless. Don't say that. In fact, both Natsuki and Yuri have some pretty heavy tasks to handle. It would probably go a long way to give one of them a hand. You could always help me out as well. I would really appreciate that. Is Monica suggesting I spend the weekend with one of my club members? How on earth are they going to respond to a suggestion like that?
I suppose I wouldn't mind a bit of help. Well, even if you don't know how to bake, there's always some dirty work I could give it to you. It's not like Monica's going to give me a choice. And you shouldn't be sitting on your butt anyway.
Natsuki tries to mumble a bunch of excuses like that.
If I recall, Natsuki, you mentioned that you would like to handle the baking on your own. Dork may not like to be around if you only make him out to be a nuisance. So therefore, he may be more suited to assist with the decorations. Hold on! I never said that! How hard could it be to make a few decorations anyway? Sounds more like you're just making excuses for dorks, too. What are you saying? It will be extremely meticulous work. It isn't? Just what do you think?
Guys! Let's settle down for a moment. In the end, I think it's up to Dork to decide how he'd like to contribute. Besides, he hasn't really gotten the chance to spend any time with me yet, you know? So I'm sure he's interested in...
You literally just said, I'm surprised as well.
Sorry. I was just saying, though.
Jeez. Can we just settle this already?
Will you ladies let the man talk? Damn. Yeah. Dork, you're okay with this, right? In the end, it's up to you. Of course.
Very well.
In that case, everyone looks straight at me. But of course, I'm going to go with Natsuki.
Monica, no.
What? Well, baking sounds like it could be fun. And you guys made it sound like a lot of work, so it could probably use 2 people.
Don't worry. Baking is a ton of fun. You'll definitely agree.
Huh?
Oh, maybe get that off.
Her eye, yeah. Just a minute ago, you were saying that...
That's because... Never mind, okay?
Well, anyway. You'll be fine by yourself, right, Yuri?
Of course. I'm used to it, after all.
Way to kill the mood. That's good. Not to feel bad.
So that's everything, right? Anything else we need to talk about?
No, I think that's it. Are you guys excited?
As I burp?
Yeah.
Yes. Everything's except the performance is gonna be awesome.
I don't think that really counts. What about you, Dork? Me? I guess you could say I'm interested in how it'll turn out. That's good enough for me. What about you, Yuri? Yuri?
She's still sulking.
Oh, poor thing. Natsuki starts pouting too.
It's not that big of a deal or anything.
Well, it might not just be that.
Huh?
I think that Yuri might be feeling a little underappreciated in general. Having to come up with something for her to do, and then nobody offering to help.
That doesn't mean... you...
Natsuki glances back and forth between everyone with a worried expression.
Look!
Natsuki goes over and puts her hands down on Yuri's shoulders.
Yuri, you really are the most talented one here. And you're going to help make the event a lot more fun and welcoming. I mean, the cupcakes will probably help a lot too. But you're gonna make the atmosphere special. That'll be really important for the way the people feel during the performance. So, you need to stop being dumb and give yourself a little more credit.
Natsuki releases her hand and turns around to face the other direction.
You don't really mean that, do you? Not really, but...
Yuri isn't the only one surprised. Monika and I are also taken aback by Natsuki's words. Natsuki, of all people, to be saying such encouraging things. But I begin to understand. Natsuki was trying to sound like Sayori. Even if it didn't work perfectly, I can tell that she tried to say something Sayori would say at a time like this. Because Sayori always helps everyone smile and feel good about themselves.
I'm sorry for being dumb. I'm going to do my best. And all of us are going to make it a really great event. Yeah.
Yeah. I hope I see everyone do their best. But with that, there's nothing more for today. So I guess it's time for us to head out.
Okay, but I'm staying here a bit longer. I barely got to do any reading today, so...
Fair enough. There's nothing wrong with that. Everyone packs up their things. I start to follow Monika and Yuri out the door as they chat between each other.
Where are you going?
Huh?
We still need to figure out our plan for the weekend. You literally would have gotten home and realized that you don't even have a way to contact me. Can't talk.
Oh, that's true. I have no idea how that slipped my mind.
Jeez, good thing I stopped you. I'm giving you my number, okay? You better not make it weird or anything.
Why would I do that? It's not like I think about sending you my feet pics. What? No, never.
It's not like I want your feet pics.
Natsuki gives me her number.
Call me, maybe. Okay. I'm coming over on Sunday. I'll bring all the ingredients.
Wait. You're coming to my house?
Well, yeah. What's wrong with that?
I mean, I just figured that since I'm the one helping, I would be going to your house.
Yeah, right. Like I could have a guy over at my house. My dad would kill me.
Really? That's kind of strict if you ask me.
Yeah. How do you think of I feel? I can't do anything when my dad is home. Anyway, I just needed to complain for a sec. We have each other's number now. That's all I needed from you. I guess I'll text you when I'm coming over.
Alright, fine by me.
Yeah. I'm really gonna show you why I love baking so much.
She's gonna drug the pie.
So you'd better look forward to it.
Oh? Didn't you say you were just going to give me the dirty work?
Well, I was just saying that. It's not like I could act like in front of that. Oops, I pressed the button. That I was looking forward to this.
Wait, really?
Well, kind of. Just because I never got to bake with someone else before. That's all it is. So...
Alright, I get it. Sorry for overreacting. Anyway, I'll be heading out now. See you on Sunday.
Never mind.
I can't believe this. Natsuki is going to be coming over to my house on Sunday? My anxiety shoots through the roof. Even though I've gotten pretty used to handling her at this point, there's no telling what might end up happening when we're outside of school. More than that, she told me that she was looking forward to it. Is this the chance I have to make everything happen between us or something? Or everything? Yeah, I'm just gonna fuck it up and just go with it. Or is it too early for that? Only time will tell. But until then, I won't be able to take my mind off of it. I seriously can't wait.
I'm having a girl over my house.
It's already Sunday. I've been getting increasingly anxious about Natsuki's upcoming visit. I keep telling myself there's no reason to be nervous, but it doesn't help much. I wonder if she'll act any different when it's just the two of us. Meanwhile, she's been texting me a lot. We sent each other one after exchanging numbers to double check, but it turned into conversation.
And then we took pictures of our feet for some reason.
I got $50 off a feet pic once, man. Don't discount it. I didn't have to do anything. $50 for free.
That's kind of disturbing.
I lived in Vegas. What else are you gonna do when you're poor in Vegas?
I guess.
She's almost a different personality on the phone, using tons of emoji and cute language. She also really likes complaining about things, but I kind of when she might need me. You should probably go check on her, dude. I decide to visit Sayori before Natsuki comes over. Rather than asking, I simply tell her I'm coming over, much like we've done in the past. Once I reach Sayori's house, I knock on the door before entering myself. Again, we used to play so often that we've made it a habit of simply entering each other's houses like we're family. The house is quiet.
Dun dun.
She better not be dead. Sayori isn't anywhere on the first floor, so I assume she's up in her room.
Dun dun.
It's already strange of her not to run down and greet me. I head up to her bedroom, where I finally find her. Sayori? Whew.
Hi, dork.
I sit down in her room. Sayori forces a smile, but it's easy to tell she's different. There's a minute of silence between us.
You haven't come over like this in a long time, have you?
I guess you're right. It has been a long time. Not much has really changed, has it? Sayori's room is as messy as it's always been. If that's messy, then... I also recognize the same stuffed animals and wall decorations that she's had for years now.
if you come over more often, it wouldn't be such a mess.
That's because I ended up cleaning up after... sorry. That's because I end up cleaning it for you.
How come you suddenly wanted to come over today? Aren't you supposed to see Natsuka today?
Yeah, but... How did she know that? Wait, how did you know that?
My God, she reads minds!
Yeah, right. Sayori had already left by the time we decided that last meeting.
Monica told me. It's only natural for her to keep me informed about the festival preparation, right?
That's true. But what about you? Aren't you going to be helping Monica today?
Of course. But I'm just helping her online. We don't plan to meet up or anything.
Ah, so it's just me and Natsuki then.
Yep.
There's more silence between us. Sayori stares in a random direction. Everything about her behavior is really uncharacteristic. I finally get to the point. I just wanted to see how you were doing. After you left on Friday. When something's wrong, you can't hide it from me. I know you too well. So... Sayori smiles, shaking her head.
Cyber Psychomina.
That's no
Welcome
big.
to my channel. Cyber
That's no good,
Psychomina.
Dork.
Hi, welcome.
Welcome!
MEG, it's been a while. How are you?
What'd they say?
Meg, it's been a while. How are you?
Who is this?
Cyber...
Oh, I don't remember Cyber. Hi! Doing good. How are you?
Yeah, we're doing alright. How's everything with you? We're playing Doki Doki Literature Club.
Yay!
You get to hear me make horrible voices and try to talk.
That's no good, Dork.
Huh?
Why can't it just be like it always been? This is all my fault. If I didn't get so weak and accidentally express my feelings, if I didn't make that stupid mistake, then you wouldn't have been worried about me at all. You wouldn't have come over here. You wouldn't have even been thinking about me right now. But this is just my punishment, isn't it? I'm getting punished for being so selfish. I think that's why the world decided to have you come over today. It just wants to torture me.
Sayori! I grab Sayori by the shoulders. What on earth are you saying? Are you listening to yourself right now? I know something happened to you. There's no other explanation for you to be like this. So tell me already. Until I know, I won't be able to stop thinking about it. Sayori gives me an empty smile.
You really put me in a trap, Dark. But you're wrong. Nothing happened to me. I've always been like this. You're just seeing it for the first time.
Seeing what? What are you talking about, Sayori?
You're really just going to make me say it, aren't you, Dark? I guess I have no choice this time. The thing is, I've had really bad depression my whole life. Do you know that? Why do you think I'm late to school every day? Because most days I can't even find a reason to get out of bed. What reason is there to do anything when I fully know how worthless I am? Why go to school? Why eat? Why make friends? Why make other people put their energy and care to waste by having them spend it on me? That's what it feels like. And that's why I just want to make everyone happy without anyone worried about me.
I'm in shock. I can't even figure out how to respond. How is it possible that Sayori kept this from me this entire time that I've known her? Did she really want so badly for me just to not think about her? Why, Sayori? Why is it that you've never told me about this? It almost feels like I've been betrayed as your close friend. Because if I knew, I would have done everything I could to support you. Even if there's only so much that I could do. I would have tried a little bit harder to make every day a little better for you. That's why I'm your friend. All you had to do was tell me.
You don't understand at all, Dork. Why do you think I didn't tell you? Because if I told you that you would have to waste effort caring about me instead of doing important things. I don't want to be cared about. It's bittersweet when people try to care about me. It feels nice sometimes. But it also feels like a bat being swung against my head. That's why I wanted to so badly for you to make friends with everyone else. Helping everyone to be happy together is the best thing for me. But then I discovered something else too. Seeing you make friends and get closer with everyone in the club. It feels like a spear is going through my heart. So that's why I decided the world just wants to torture me. Every path leads to nothing but hurt.
You're right that I don't understand. I don't understand your feelings at all, Sayori. But I don't need to understand. Whatever it takes for me to help you stop hurting, that's what I'll do.
No, Dork. There's nothing. Nothing at all. The only thing that could have helped is if everything could be like it always was. But I was selfish. I finally showed you what a horrible person I am.
Tears streaked down Sayori's face.
I made you join the literature club because I was selfish. And I was punished by my heart hurting in a way that I couldn't understand. And now you came here and I made you hurt too. I just weak and selfish. That's all I am. And that's why I'm going to accept this punishment. Because I deserve every last one.
Without thinking, I once again grab Sayori's shoulders. This time, I pull her into a tight embrace.
Dork!
Sayori, I don't care if you feel selfish. I'm really happy you convinced me to join the club. Seeing you every day...
Don't do this! Dork!
Sayori barely manages to speak between her sobs. I don't know if I'm doing the right thing. But all I want is for her to know that I care. If you have it in you to call yourself selfish, then you have to let me be selfish too. No matter what it takes, I'll figure out what needs to change. I'll make these feelings go away. And if there's anything that you need me to do, then you'd better tell me. I'll get mad if you don't.
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know.
Gently, Sayori finally puts her arms around me in return.
I don't know anything. It's all really scary. I don't understand any of my feelings, Dork. The only time I'm not feeling nothing is when I'm feeling pain. But your hugs are so warm. And that's really scary too.
Sayori lets me go. As she does, I let her go as well. The festival is tomorrow.
Yeah?
It's going to be fun, alright?
Yeah?
How would you like for me to spend it all with you? It's what I want. I promise.
I think that would be nice then.
Yeah. Sayori wipes her eyes. If I could spend the whole day here, I would. Of all days, this has to be the one where I have other plans. Maybe I should cancel.
No, don't! Please don't. If you did that, then I really wouldn't forgive you.
But it's almost time for Natsuki to meet at my house. At the very least, do you want to come along and help out? It would be fun. To my surprise, Sayori shakes her head.
I'm sorry. I don't know if that would be a very good for me today. You understand, right?
It's kind of hard for me to fully understand. But I'm trying my hardest.
It's okay. Don't worry too much about it. I'll see you tomorrow, okay?
Alright. I look forward to it. I say goodbye to Sayori and exit her house. On the way home, I find myself still feeling uneasy. But it's hard for me to keep thinking about it. Only a few minutes back at home, anxiously awaiting Natsuki's arrival. Before I know it, she texts me to let me know she's outside the front door.
Ding dong.
Without delay, I open the front door and let her in. Aw.
Zap! What's up?
Was it?
What's up? Zap!
Hey. I don't know what I was expecting,
Alien
but
gathering.
seeing Natsuki in something other
Welcome
than
to
her
my
school
channel.
uniform totally threw me
No
off.
mercy. Welcome to my channel.
Hi, welcome.
Welcome!
Seeing her in such cute clothes makes the uniform seem totally unfitting in comparison.
Jeez, don't make it feel so awkward already. It's gonna be a long afternoon, so don't be weird just because you're not used to seeing me outside of school. Anyway, oh, pardon me. Anyway, I'm coming in.
I see you brought a lot of stuff. Natsuki is carrying a large bag that is probably full of baking supplies.
No, I robbed a bank.
Yes, she did.
Well, I didn't want to come all the way to find out that your kitchen isn't equipped for the job. You bought everything I asked you to, right?
Yeah, I did. Yesterday, Natsuki asked me to buy a bunch of ingredients if I didn't already have them at home.
Good. Glad I could count on you to do that, your part.
Well, of course. I'm surprised to hear Natsuki suddenly say that, rather than something snarky like she usually does. Could it be that she is a little different outside of school after all? Anyway, let's go to the kitchen.
What? You're not even gonna offer to take this heavy bag from me? Where's your hospitality, dork?
Come on. Since when did I need to be a gentleman? I grab the bag Natsuki holds out to me. This is ridiculously heavy.
I carried that all the way here. Are you impressed?
I see now. Yeah, I'm impressed, Natsuki. It seems like I always underestimate you.
It's because I'm so small, isn't it? You jerk.
Natsuki hits a fist into my chest. Hey! Your size has nothing to do with it. Do you really hate being small that much?
Hey! It's not like I hate it. I mean, sometimes I like proving people wrong when they only think I'm worth my size. It's fun when I get to be small and also better than other people. But, geez, never mind. What are you making me say? Don't think you can make me talk about weird things just because we're not at school. Are we getting started or what? There's a lot of stuff I gotta...
Mind like that.
Hey! Now you are treating me like a kid. I was just trying to be a little nicer to you, you know. And just because I don't have a mature and sexy figure like Yuri, doesn't mean you should treat me like...
Natsuki catches her words and her face turns red. Natsuki.
Forget it. I didn't say anything.
I should apologize.
Eh?
I appreciate that you were trying to be nicer. I should have been a little more considerate too. But also, if that's what you're thinking, then you should know that there are tons of guys who are into body types like yours. Like me!
Eh? How would you know that anyway?
Just trust me on this one. ...
Gross.
Hey! Was that to me?
Who else?
Man. Let's just get started already.
You got all sore when a girl calls you gross? I finally found your weakness, dork.
Natsuki smiles deviously. Please spare me. Well, if Natsuki decides to dish out more insults like that, there's no way I'm fighting back. But she's satisfied enough for now, finally starting to pull things out of her bag so we can get started. Before long, the whole kitchen is a mess. The mixer isn't big enough to make all the batter at once, so we've had to do it several times. Meanwhile, Natsuki is babysitting all my movements to make sure I don't mess up her precious baking.
Dork, where did you put the food coloring? The batter is going to be... in the other soon. No, in the oven soon. So I need to fill the trays.
I think it's still in the bag next to the table. What are you using it for?
To color the batter, of course. I'm making each tray a different color. That's why, even if the flavors aren't different, everyone can still pick their favorite.
Huh, that's a cute idea. Are we doing anything like that with the icing?
Do you want to?
You're asking me? I don't really have a preference, so...
Come on. You're not putting any heart into this at all. Can't you at least try to have fun?
I'm having fun. I'm not really sure what Natsuki is trying to get out of me. Meanwhile, I see her separate the batter into smaller bowls and put a few drops of food coloring into each. Ah, that does look pretty cool.
See? It's not like baking is just about following instructions. The preparation is where you get to be creative and have the most fun. It's a million times more worth it in the end. It's just looking at it makes everyone's eyes lighten up.
Like the ones you made on my first day, huh? I recall Natsuki proudly presenting her cat-shaped cupcakes, and Sayori and Monika's delighted expressions. I wonder if I can make Natsuki proud like that too. Yeah. Maybe I will use the food coloring then.
Sounds like you're starting to understand. Just make sure you completely finish making the icing before you mess with the food coloring.
Yeah, it's getting there. We were using the electric mixture for the batter, so I got stuck with a whisk and a huge bowl for the icing.
Eh? The icing's still all lumpy. Are you even trying?
Well, yeah. It'll just take a little longer.
Jeez, I'll be here all night if you do it like that. Here, look. Beat the crap out of it.
After a few seconds, the consistency of the icing has already improved.
See?
As if to emphasize, Natsuki sticks a finger in the icing and pops it in her mouth. I reluctantly start to do the same.
Hey!
Natsuki suddenly grabs my wrist.
I don't want your gross fingers in my icing.
Your icing, huh? Are you forgetting who did all the work? I start to fight back. I'd like to see you try. I push harder, just enough for my finger to reach the icing. I triumphantly scoop some up with my finger, just as Natsuki tugs with all her might. Uh-oh. Ah! The force of Natsuki pulling me causes me to stumble, making her stumble in turn.
Gross! You got it on my face!
Whose fault is that? There's a big glob of icing on Natsuki's cheek. She tries to reach it with her tongue, but it's too far away.
Just imagine it. Jeez. You know what? Take this.
Natsuki instead wipes it off her finger before shoving her finger toward my own face. You wish! I'm faster. I grab her wrist with my hand before it reaches my face. Natsuki tries to use her other hand to fight back, but I grab that one as well.
Uh-oh.
Aww.
Stop!
Not until you apologize for calling me gross.
Fine, fine. I'm sorry for calling you gross. You know, I didn't You know I don't mean it. It's just fun seeing you react to it. You do that to me all the time, you know. Say,
Licking off the icing. You pervert. Damn, he got bold there. Holy shit.
what? Did you seriously just...
Natsuki is so surprised that she can't even figure out how to get mad at me. Her face is entirely red.
Dork! You really shouldn't do that kind of thing to girls. Unless you really like them. You know that, right?
What kind of question is she asking me, just like that? How did the mood turn to this so quickly? Gee, I wonder how, dipshit! He is so stupid. Natsuki gazes at me in silence. I notice her shallow breaths. Why am I starting to feel dizzy? Out of nowhere, the fire alarm starts going off. God damn it! Natsuki rushes over to the oven. Is something burning? I thought you didn't put the cupcakes in yet.
No wonder! You left the dirty tray in here, dummy. How could you make a mistake like that?
You should have checked before turning the oven on.
Don't blame me for your mistake. Jeez!
Natsuki uses an oven mitt to grab the blackened tray out of the oven. She sets it on top of the stove. In another moment, the fire alarm stops.
Yeah, I wish the fire alarms did that.
Really? Oh my god. So I tried to make blackened salmon the other day, which you lightly burn the salmon, right? Yeah, no, it produced a lot more smoke than I expected. I followed the recipe to the T. The salmon turned out wonderfully. But my alarm was reacting like I had just set the whole fucking oven on fire. Like, it was so stupid. I was so mad. I'm like, I did it right! What the fuck? And on top of that, I burned my favorite pan.
Oh, of course.
My pan just isn't good at that. I need to get better ones.
Well, it's sort of like my sim that got burnt alive next to a fireplace.
Oh my god, that has been happening to my sim, like, every single day. One of their guests catches fire, like, every day, I swear. So, now one of them is just terrified of the fire, and I'm like, I wish I could just pick them up and drop them in the swimming pool.
Yeah, no kidding.
And then just watch them drown because they can't swim, you know? Because that's exactly what would happen to me.
Pretty much. Anyway, I'm putting them in the oven now.
Yeah. The tension from the moment before still lingers over our heads. But the moment has already been lost. I watch as Natsuki slides the cupcake trays into the oven. Then, I reluctantly pick up the whisk and continue with the icing, like nothing ever happened.
Ah, that smells so good.
The cupcakes are ready to be pulled out of the oven. As soon as Natsuki opens the oven door, it'll look even better once we add the icing.
Not like you need to tell me that. Not like you need to tell me that. I bought decorating stuff, so I hope you can get creative. Here, scoop the icing into this bag.
Natsuki hands me some plastic bags. I really hope that it lets us have a baking mini game. That would make me so happy.
Create your own little thing.
I would... You already know what I'd do to it. There's no room for thought in that head. I'm gonna make a dick cake.
I knew it! I was like, she's gonna say penis. She's gonna say penis.
Dick!
I have this nozzle and we'll make it look nice and fluffy. This one can even make flowers. We probably won't be using it this time though.
What's this one for? I pick up one of the nozzles that has a much tinier tip than the others. Writing!
That one really thin, so you can use it to make stripes or other patterns.
Seriously?
Adara,
He just walked up to you, and you bit him. I mean, that's a mood.
but you can also use it to write stuff on a cake. Holly, you're alright.
Oh, here he comes. Hi, baby. Did you hibernate now? Yeah. Maybe he has to potty.
Probably after this is done, we can take them outside and let them potty.
Yeah.
Like happy birthday or whatever.
Huh, I see. That gives me an idea, actually.
Eh?
Well, it's a literature event, right? We could make it more literature themed by writing a different word on each of the cupcakes. It would be fun to see people choose their cupcake based on a word they like.
I was kind of expecting you to say something really stupid. But that's actually a really cute idea, so...
Maybe I'm getting it from you.
What's that supposed to mean? I'm not cute.
Come on. We're not at school. Nobody's judging. You can't dress and act like this and not expect me to think you're cute.
Well...
Natsuki's voice trails off.
Same with you.
Huh? Did you say something?
No, nothing! Let's just do the icing.
Natsuki picks up the pace and fastens a nozzle onto each of the bags.
There's a lot to do, so we shouldn't be wasting time. Here, I'll show you how to do it.
Without giving me the chance to think about it, Natsuki quickly moves on. She shows me how to apply the icing, and then we get to work. When we're finally finished, Natsuki puts them all side by side to admire our work.
Look at how pretty they are together.
Yeah, they are, aren't they?
I wish I could have one now.
Well, there's no reason you can't, right? I don't see any harm in that.
Well, yeah, but my dad's making dinner tonight, so I really need to save my appetite.
Sayori's the exact opposite in that regard. If she was here, we'd probably be down 10 cupcakes already. And she would still eat dinner.
Come on, that's just unhealthy. Besides, when my dad cooks, I need to eat as much of it as I can. Well, anyway, I was hoping we would have time for manga, but I need to be home for dinner.
Oh, already? That's a shame.
Should have thought about that. It's not like you always have this chance.
Man. As usual, Natsuki places the blame on me.
You can bring the cupcakes tomorrow, right? If you and Sayori each carry some, then you can probably do it in one trip.
Yeah, I can do that. And don't worry, I won't let her eat any.
I wish she would listen to me the way she listens to you.
Yeah. I again think back to the conversation I had with Sayori earlier today. I felt so helpless. Sayori always does listen to me, but at that point it felt like she couldn't listen to me at all.
Okay, I'm all packed up. Good work today.
You too. I'll walk you out, I guess. Just like that, Natsuki is already about to leave. It feels like the afternoon went by in a flash. More than that, did I even take the opportunity to get closer to her like I wanted?
Well, I guess I'll be off then. Thanks for all the help and everything. I'll see you tomorrow?
Wait, Natsuki.
Eh?
What you said before about not always having this chance. It doesn't have to be this way at all. I had fun today. You showed me how fun baking can be, like you wanted. But aside from that, you can come over anytime, okay? I think that, if possible, I'd like to spend more time like this. If you want to read manga or go out somewhere.
Do you really mean that?
Natsuki looks at me tensely, like she's trying to hide her expression. Yeah. I want to spend more time with you.
Dork. I thought you only cared about getting this done. I'm sorry. I had to leave so early today. I really didn't want to. I would really stay here longer if I could. I feel the same way as you, so...
Natsuki suddenly gets closer to me. Wait, Natsuki. Standing inches from me, Natsuki looks up at me. I feel her fingers gently clutch at the sides of my shirt, as if holding on to me. Her rose-colored cheeks and matching eyes fill my vision, along with her slightly parted lips. What is happening? My head starts to go dizzy as I feel her soft breaths against me.
I felt it for a while now.
Natsuki suddenly jumps back.
Sorry.
Huh?
Hi, dork.
Sayori. Just now, we weren't...
It's okay, dork. I just stopped by to say hi.
Well, you should have come a little earlier. I'm already on my way out, so...
Really? That's too bad.
Yeah, well... I'll still see you at the festival tomorrow, so it's fine. Just don't eat any of the cupcakes before then. Anyway, later.
Clearly flustered, Natsuki hurries off, and Sayori waves goodbye. Sayori, I thought you didn't want to come over today.
Well, I tried staying in my room, but my imagination was being really mean to me. So I had to come here and see it for myself.
See what? What are you talking about?
You know, how much fun you were having with Natsuka, and how close you got to her. It makes me really happy that you're made such good friends. That's all that matters to me.
Tears start to fall down Sayori's face.
That's all that matters to me. Why am I feeling this way, dork? I'm supposed to be happy for you. Why does it feel like my heart is splitting in half? It hurts so much. Everything hurts so much. This would be so much better if I could just disappear.
Sayori, don't say that.
It's true, dork. If I wasn't here, then you wouldn't have to waste your sympathy on me. You wouldn't have to put up with me being selfish. was right. I should just...
Monica? Monica was right about what? Sayori, what I said before is true. I'm not going to let this continue. Caring about you like this isn't a burden your mind is making it out to be. It's something that makes me happy. It's something that I wouldn't trade for anything else. So, even if it takes an entire lifetime, I'm going to be by your side until you don't feel any more pain.
But...
Sayori looks away. I put a hand on her shoulder to reassure her.
I'm scared, Dork. I'm really scared.
What are you scared of, Sayori?
I'm scared that I might like you more than you like me.
Sayori?
It's true, isn't it? I was weak and started to like you too much. I did this to myself. Dork, I like you so much that I want to die. That's how I feel. And...
That's enough, Sayori. I don't want you to hurt anymore. I slide my hand down Sayori's arm and squeeze her hand in my own. Do you remember how I said I always know what's best for you? Do you still believe me? Wordlessly, Sayori nods. Even if you don't understand all of your own feelings, I know what you need the most right now. And that's what I'm going to give to you. Sayori. God damn it, they're emotionally manipulating me.
You must choose.
Well, I mean, do we want to stick with the Natsuki route, or... I think it would be better, because then at that point we're just giving these girls mixed signals and they'll go even crazier.
Yeah.
Sayori, you'll always be my dearest friend. What you need most is for things to be like they've always been. Monica told me the truth. She told me how much happier you seemed after I joined the club. I know you're struggling with some really difficult feelings right now. But please trust me that I know what's best and what will make you happy in the end. I promise I'll help get things back to the way they were.
I see.
Sayori forces a smile through an incredibly pained expression.
Is this what it feels like? To get stabbed in the chest? I should write a poem about this.
Sayori.
It's okay. This is just my punishment, remember? For being so selfish. So please don't worry about this stupid feelings. I know you're right. I know this whole time that there is no happiness down that path. That's why I came here. Just so I could get the answer I need to hear. And the other thing, you're also right that I just want to go back to the way it was. I realize that now. You really do know me better than anyone, Dork. I'll trust you with anything. Anything at all. So...
Sayori's smile finally breaks. All of a sudden, she turns around and drops to her knees. Clutching her head with both hands, she screams as loudly as she can. I'm so shocked that I don't know how to react. Sayori looks over her shoulder and flashes me one more weak smile before turning around and running off. Sayori! I'm left helplessly standing in the front of my house. Why am I feeling so horrible about this? There's nothing more that I could have done. The most I can do is support Sayori through her feelings and help her on that path that's right. But I'm having so much trouble understanding Sayori's feelings as she is. Even though I can comfort her. I keep wondering if I should be doing something more or something different. I know these thoughts will continue to plague me until things are back to the way they were. I'm going to give it everything I've got. Sayori will always be my dearest friend. And I'll do whatever it takes to put a smile on her face every day. It's the day of the festival. Of all days, I expected this to be the one where I'd be walking to school with Sayori. But Sayori isn't answering her phone. I considered going to her house to wake her up, but decided that's a little too much. Meanwhile, the preparations for the event should be nearly complete. I managed to carry all the cupcakes by myself by carefully stacking 2 trays. Natsuki is already texting up a storm, but I can't respond, thanks to my hands being full. Funnily enough, I probably feel the same way as Natsuki about the event. I'm more excited for it to be over so I can spend time with Sayori and Natsuki at the festival. But knowing Monika, I'm sure the event will be great too. Dorks! You're the first one here. Thanks for being early. That's funny, I thought at least Yuri would be here by now. Monika is placing little booklets on each of the desks in the classroom. They must be the ones she prepared that have all the poems we're performing. In the end, I found a random poem online that I thought Monika would like and submitted it. So that's the one I'll be performing. I'm surprised you didn't bring Sayori with you. Yeah, she overslept again. That dummy. You'd think that on days this important, she'd try a little harder. I say that, but I suddenly remember what Sayori told me yesterday. And I suddenly feel awful, knowing it's not nearly that simple for her. I only said it because it's the way I'm used to thinking. But maybe I should have gone to wake her up after all. You should take a little responsibility for her, dork. I mean, especially after your exchange with her yesterday. You kind of left her hanging this morning, you know? Exchange? Monika, you know about that? Of course I do. I'm the club president after all. But I stammer, embarrassed. Did Sayori really tell her about it that quickly? About how I basically turned down her confession? That makes me really seem like the bad guy here. But I'm the one who knows what's best for her, right? Jeez. You don't know the full story at all, so... Don't worry. I probably know a lot more than you think. Huh? Monika is being as friendly as usual, but for some reason I felt a chill down my spine after hearing that. Hey, did you want to check out the pamphlets? They came out really nice. Yeah, sure. I grab one of the pamphlets laid out on the desk. I guess you should probably. I'm having this conversation with myself.
I can do it.
Oh, yeah, they really did. Something like this will definitely help people take the club more seriously.
Yeah, I thought so too.
I flip through the pages. Each member's poem is neatly printed on its own page, giving it an almost professional feel. I recognize Natsuki and Yuri's poems from the ones they performed during our practice. What's this? I flip to Sayori's poem. It's different from the one she practiced. It's one that I haven't read before. Well then. I just feel like I don't have to read all that. Should I?
You can probably get out of my head and then...
Get out of my head, 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 get out of my head! Get out of my head before I do what I know is best for you. Get out of my head before I listen to everything she said to me. Get out of my head before I show you how much I love you. Get out of my head before I finish writing this poem. But a poem is never actually finished. It just stops moving. What the fuck did Monica say to her? Ah. What is this? Reading the poem, I get a pit in my stomach.
Dork? What's wrong?
Nothing. This poem feels completely different from everything else Sayori's written. But more than that, I changed my mind. I'm going to go get Sayori, so...
Ah. Well, alright. Try not to take too long, okay?
I quickly leave the classroom.
Don't strain yourself.
Monica calls that out after me. I quicken my pace. What was I thinking? I should have tried a little bit harder for Sayori. It's not a big deal to at least wait for her or help her wake up. Even the simple gesture of walking her to school makes her really happy. Besides, I told her yesterday that things will be the same as they always have been. It's all she needs, and what I want to give her. I reach Sayori's house and knock on the door. I don't expect an answer, since she's not picking up her phone either. Like yesterday, I open the door and let myself in. Sayori!
Dun dun.
She really is a heavy sleeper. Yeah, a really heavy sleeper. I swallow. I can't believe I ended up doing this after all. Waking her up in her own house. Isn't that more like something a boyfriend would do? In any case, it just feels right. Outside Sayori's room, I knock on her door. Sayori!
Bum bum.
Wake up, dummy!
Bum bum.
There's no response. I really didn't want to have to enter her room like this. Isn't it kind of a breach of privacy? But she really leaves me no choice. I gently open the door.
Alright, so... Just disclaimer.
She's probably dead, folks.
Yeah. So, be prepared and stuff like that if you...
Suicide.
Yep.
Das I arc. Sorry. I can't help it. I'm very uncomfortable. Holy shit. Wow, they really showed it. That's so sad. Poor thing. What the hell? What the hell? Is this a nightmare? It has to be. This isn't real. There's no way this can be real. Sayori wouldn't do this. Everything was normal up until a few days ago. That's why I can't believe what my eyes are showing me. I suppressed the urge to vomit. Just yesterday, I told Sayori I would be there for her. I told her I know what's best and that everything will be okay. Then why? Why would she do this? How could I be so helpless? What did I do wrong? Turning down her confession. That has to have been what pushed her over the edge. Her agonized scream still echoes in my ears. Why did I do that to her when she needed me the most? Why was I so selfish? This is my fault. My swarming thoughts keep telling me everything I could have done to prevent this. If I just spent more time with her, walked her to school, and gave her what I know she wanted out of our relationship, then I could have prevented this. I know I could have prevented this. Screw the literature club. Screw the festival. I just lost my best friend. Someone I grew up with. She's gone forever now. Nothing I can do to bring her back. This isn't some game where I can reset and try something different. I had one chance, and I wasn't careful enough. And now I'll carry this guilt with me until I die. Nothing in my life is worth more than hers. But I still couldn't do what she needed from me. And now, I can never take it back. Never. 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 Oh, cool. That's really cool. So I guess we start over?
Yep.
Cool. Oh. I see an annoying girl running toward me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. That girl is my neighbor and good friend since we were children. You know, the kind of friend you'd never see yourself making today, but it just kind of works out because you've known each other for so long. Here, I'm gonna do some static sounds for when that pops up.
I mean, like, shh.
Yeah. So pause the mic real quick. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up. But if she's going to chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk and let... Here, I have to... However, I just sigh and idle up in front of the crosswalk and let... catch up to me. Oh, I don't like that. It's an ordinary school day, like any other. Mornings are usually the worst, being surrounded by couples and friend groups walking to school together. Meanwhile, I've always walked to school alone. I always tell myself it's about time I meet some girls or something like that. But I have no motivation to join any clubs. I'm perfectly content just getting by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime. There's always the anime club, but it's not like there would be any girls in it anyway.
I would be in it.
I would be in it. The day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. There really aren't any that interest me. Besides, most of them would probably be way too demanding for me to want to deal with. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club.
Dark!
Fucker. Monica?
Oh my goodness. I totally didn't expect to see you here. It's been a while, right?
Yeah, it has. Monica smiles sweetly. We do know each other. Well, we rarely talk, but we were in the same class last year.
Monica was probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic. Basically, completely out of my league. So, having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little... What did you come in here for anyway?
Oh, I've just been looking for someone, some supplies to use for my club. Do you know if there's any construction paper in here? Or markers?
I guess you could check the closet. You're in the debate club, right?
About that. I actually quit the debate club.
Really? You quit?
Yeah. To be honest, I can't stand all of the politicals and around the major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for every event. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it.
In that case, what club did you decide to join?
Actually, I'm starting a new one. The Literature Club.
Literature? That sounds kind of dull. How many members do you have so far?
It's kind of embarrassing, but there are only 3 of us so far. It's really hard to find things that sound so boring.
Well, I can see that.
But it really is not boring at all, you know? Literature can be anything reading, writing, poetry. I mean, one of my members even keeps her mangas collection in the club room.
Wait, really?
Yeah, it's funny. It's funny, right? She always insists that manga is literature, too.
'Cause it is.
I mean, she's not wrong, I guess. And besides, member's a member, right?
Did Monica say she?
Hey, Dork. By any chance, are you still looking for a club to join?
I mean, I guess so, but...
In that case, is there any chance you could do me a big favor? I won't ask you to join, but if you could at the very least visit my club, it'd make me really, really happy. Please?
Well, I guess I have no reason to refuse. Besides, how could I ever refuse someone like Monica? Sure, I guess I could check it out.
Ah, awesome! You're really sweet, Dork. You know that?
It's nothing, really.
Shall we go, then? I'll look for the material another time. You're more important.
And thus, today marks the day I sold my soul to Monica and her irresistible smile. I timidly follow Monica across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit, being generally used for third-year classes and activities. Monica, full of energy, swings open the classroom door.
I'm back! I brought a guest with me. Eh? A
I cannot be
guest.
Natsuki. Seriously? You brought a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere.
Don't be mean, Natsuki. But anyway, welcome to the club, Dork.
All words escape me in this situation. This club. lives full of incredibly cute girls. So, let me guess. You're Monica's boyfriend, right? What? No, I'm not.
Natsuki?
The girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes me think she's probably a first year.
Anyway, this is Natsuki. Energetic and usually. And this is Yuri, the vice president. It's nice to meet you.
Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with someone like Natsuki. Yeah, it's nice to meet both of you.
So, I ran into Dork in the classroom, and he decided to come check out the club. Isn't that great?
Wait, Monica! Didn't I tell you to let me know in advance before you brought someone new? I was going to, well, you know.
Sorry. I didn't forget that, but I just happened to run into him. In that case, I should at least make some tea, right? Yeah, that would be great. Why don't you come sit down, Dork?
The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. Yuri walks to the corner of the room and opens the closet. Meanwhile, Monica and Natsuki sit across from each other. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Monica.
So, I know you don't really plan on coming here, but we'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the Literature Club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone.
I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. It must be hard to start a new club.
You could put it in that way. Not many people are very interested in putting out all of the efforts to start something brand new. Especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. But it makes school events like the festival that much more important. I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, Natsuki?
Well, I guess. Natsuki reluctantly agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monica must have worked really hard just to find these two. Yuri returns to the table, carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot in the middle. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom?
Don't worry, the teacher gave us permission. It all doesn't... After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book?
Ah, I guess.
Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri just trying to impress you.
That's not...
Insulted, Yuri looks away.
I meant that, you know...
I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea.
I'm glad.
Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief.
So, Dork, what kind of things do you like to read?
Well, considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga? I mutter quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet.
Not much of a reader, I guess.
Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri?
Well, let's see.
Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger.
My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive.
Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seems so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people.
But you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately.
Ah, I read a horror book once. I desperately grasped something I can relate to at a minimal level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock.
I expect that from you, Yuri. It suits your personality. Oh, is that so? Really, if a story makes me think or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Surely horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment.
Ugh, I hate horror.
Oh, why's that?
Well, Natsuki's eyes dart over to me for a split second. Never mind.
That's right, you usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki?
What? What gives you that idea?
You left a piece of script paper behind last club meeting. It looked like you were working on a poem called...
Don't say it out loud! And give that back!
Fine, fine.
Natsuki, you write your own poems? Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime? No! Natsuki averts her eyes. You wouldn't like them. Ah, not a very confident writer yet.
I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The trust form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers.
I guess it's the same for Yuri. We all sit in silence for a moment.
Hey, I just got an idea. How about this?
Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monica.
Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. No!
Not this again.
No more poems!
I don't like this game. At least, let me write an actual poem.
The next time we meet, we'll all share them with each other. That way everyone is in and... Ah. I mean, I thought it was a good idea. Well, I think you're right, Monica. We should probably start finding activities for all of us to participate in together. I did decide to take on the responsibility as vice president after all. I need to do my best to nurture the club as well as its member. Besides, now that we have a new member, it seems like a good step for us to take. Do you agree as well, Dark?
Hold on, there's still one problem.
Eh? What's that?
Now that we've reached the most important topic, I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I would join this club. Monica may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision.
Have a cupcake.
Yeah. It's laced. What?
I mean...
Laced frosting, see?
Yeah, it looks like a kitty cat.
I still have other clubs to look at, and, I lose my train of thought. All three girls stare back at me with dejected eyes.
But... I'm sorry, I thought...
Eh? The girls exchange glances before Monica turns back to me.
I guess I need to tell you the truth, Dark. The thing is, we don't have enough members yet to form an official club. We need a 4. And I've been trying really hard to find new members. And if we don't find one more before the festival...
I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? I would feel terrible for letting everyone down in this situation. And besides, the club itself seemed pretty relaxed. So if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls... Right. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girls' eyes light up.
Oh my goodness, really? Do you really mean that, Dark?
Yeah. It could be fun, right?
You really did scare me for a moment.
I mean, if you really just left after all this, I would be super pissed.
Dork, I'm so happy. We can become an official club now. Thank you so much for this. You're really amazing. I'll do everything I can do.
Impress the class star, Monica, with my mediocre writing skills? I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri cleans up the tea set. I guess I'll be on my way then.
Okay. I'll see you tomorrow then. I can't wait.
With that, I depart the club room and make my way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the 3 girls. Natsuki, Yuri, and of course, Monica. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in the literature club? Perhaps I'll have the chance to grow closer to one of these girls. Alright. I'll just need to make the most of my circumstances, and I'm sure good fortune will find me. And I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. God, I hate this part. Oh, special poem, yas. It's gonna be fucked up.
The dot.
I'm gonna get jump scared. I love you.
Ah.
Well, I love you too. Okay. Oh, now I understand why Monica isn't one of the little stickers. Because she's killing them off one by one. Cool. Let's see. So, if we're still going for Natsuki,
Something cute.
Jump. I think she mentioned jumping in one of her poems.
That's cute.
Yeah.
Bouncy.
Mm-hmm.
Extremes.
Incapable?
Boop.
Parfait.
Where are you looking at? Oh. Chocolate! Ocean.
Next time I'm taking pictures of their poems. Is that cheating?
Yes.
No, because I'm using the resources given to me.
You're
That
not
is
supposed
not
to
cheating.
remember the poem.
I think you are.
Shame.
What she's trying to do to me right now, and it's not working!
Giggle. Robin?
Ribbon.
Ribbon. Giggle. One of these two. Smile.
Ribbon.
Music.
I think play. Rainbows. Hopeless. Because I remember she felt hopeless at some point.
Yeah, but that's Yuri.
No, it wasn't.
Yes, it was.
She did mention saying she felt.
Yeah, but she hopped.
Oh. No.
Puppy!
Oh, that's cool. I didn't even notice that.
Lazy.
Maybe try playground?
Tears. Bubbles.
Imagination. Oh! Strawberry. Maybe hop? We have to click on Doki Doki. We have to.
Hi again, Dork. Glad to see you didn't run away on us.
Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but I at least keep my word. Well, I'm back at the literature club. I was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out.
Thanks for keeping your promise, Dork. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you, making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not as accustomed to it.
Oh, come on! Like he deserves any slack. You already had to be dragged here by Monica. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what. But if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it.
Monica, I can't read that.
That's the point.
Have a big mouth for someone who keeps manga collection in the classroom.
Staffa. Welcome to my channel.
Welcome! Okay, we're just gonna keep, Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monica and manga. Manga is literature! Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat.
I'm sorry, Dork. We'll make sure to put your comfort first, okay?
Yuri shoots Natsuki with a disappointing glance.
Anyway, now that you're in the club and all, perhaps you might have interest in picking up a book to read?
Well, I can't really say no either way. Like you said, I'm in this club now. So it only feels right for me to do something like that if you ask.
Wait. Anything, I guess.
No, it's not that, Yuri. I want to try to be a part of this club. So even if I don't read often, I'd be happy to pick up a book if you wanted me to.
Are you sure? I just felt like, well, as vice president and all, that I should help you get started on something you might like.
Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book.
I didn't want you to feel left out. So I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention even if you don't usually read. And we could, discuss it if you wanted.
How is this girl accidentally being so cute? She even picked out a book she thinks I'll like, despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. Is it just me, or is the classroom tilted now? Or has it always been like that?
Yeah, it's tilted.
It's kind of throwing me off. I enthusiastically take the book.
Phew. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think.
Now that everyone's settled in, I expected Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club. But that doesn't seem to be the case. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. I can't help but notice her intense expression, like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet.
Her collection organized if someone else is just gonna mess it up.
Natsuki slides a bunch of stacked books and boxes across the shelf. Manga.
You read manga, right?
Sometimes. Manga is one of those things where you can't admit you're really into it until you figure out where the other person stands. How did you know, anyway?
I heard you bring it up at some point. Besides, it's kind of written on your face.
What's that supposed to mean? I see. There's a lone volume of manga amidst a stack of various books on the side of one of the shelves. Curious, I pull it out of the stack.
There it is!
Natsuki snatches it out of my hand. She then turns to a box of manga and slips the volume right into the middle of the rest.
Much better. Seeing a box set with one book missing is probably the most irritating sight in the world.
I know that feel. I get a closer look at the box she's admiring. Parfait Girls? It's a series I've never heard of in my life. That probably means it's either way out of my demographic or it's just simply terrible.
If you're gonna judge, you can go do it through the glass on the door.
She points to the classroom door. Hey, I wasn't judging anything. I didn't even say anything.
It was the tone of your voice. But I'll tell you one thing, Dork. Don't judge book. In fact,
Natsuki pulls out the first volume of Parfait Girls from the box. I stare at the cover. It features 4 girls in colorful attire striking in animated feminine poses. It's exceedingly moe.
don't just stand there.
What? Natsuki grabs my arm and pulls me out of the closet. She then takes a seat against the wall beneath the windowsills. She pats on the ground next to her, signaling me to sit there. Wouldn't chairs be more comfortable? I take my seat.
Chairs wouldn't work. We can't read at the same time like that.
Huh? Why's that? I guess it's easier to be closer together like this.
Don't just say that. You'll make me feel weird about it.
Natsuki crosses her arms and scooches an inch away from me. Sorry. I didn't exactly expect to be sitting this close to her either. Not that I can say it's a particularly bad thing. I open up the book. It's only a few seconds before Natsuki once again inches closer, reclaiming the additional space while she hopes I wouldn't notice. I can feel her peering over my shoulder, much more eager to begin reading than I am.
Wow, how long has it been since I read this at the beginning?
You don't go back and flip through the older volumes every now and then?
Not really. Maybe sometimes after I've already finished the series. Hey, are you paying attention?
I am, but nothing's really happened yet, so I can talk at the same time. It looks like it's about a bunch of friends in high school. Typical slice-of-life affair. I kind of grew out of these, since it's rare for the writing to be entertaining enough to make up for the lack of plot. Are you sure this isn't boring for you?
It's not.
Even though you're just watching me read?
Well, I'm fine with that.
If you say so. I guess it's fun sharing something with someone you like. Or something... You know what? Leaving it. I always get excited when I convince any of my friends to pick up a series I enjoy. You know what I mean?
Huh?
You don't?
That's not... Well, I wouldn't really know.
What do you mean? Don't you share your manga with your friends?
Could you not rub it in? Jeez.
Sorry.
Like I could ever get my friends to read this. They just think manga is for kids. I can't even bring it up without them being all like, you still haven't grown out of that yet? Makes me want to punch them in the face.
Ugh, I know those kind of people. Honestly, it takes a lot of effort to find friends who don't judge, much less friends who are also into it. I'm already kind of a loser, so I guess I gravitated toward the other losers over time. But it's probably harder for someone like you.
Yeah, that's pretty awkward.
Wait, which part?
Accurate. I mean, I feel like I can't even keep it in my own room.
Oh, hold on. Before you start, I'm gonna start the static.
My dad would beat the shit out of me if he found this. At least it's safe here in the classroom. Except Monica kind of a jerk about it. I just can't win, can I?
Well, it paid off in the end, didn't it? I mean, here I am, reading it.
Well, it's not like this solves any of my problems.
Maybe. But at least you're enjoying yourself, right?
So...
It looks like she started to fall asleep. Hey, Natsuki.
Yeah?
Suddenly, Natsuki collapses straight into me. Hey!
Oh, jeez. Nasuke, are you okay? Here.
Monica reaches into her bag and pulls out some kind of protein bar. She throws it in Natsuki's direction. Natsuki's eyes suddenly light up again. She snatches the bar from the floor and immediately tears off the wrapper.
I told you not to give him.
She doesn't even finish her sentence before stuffing it into her mouth.
Don't worry, Dork. She's fine. It just happens every now and then. That's why I always keep a snack in my bag for her. Anyway, why don't we all share poems then?
Let's just go down the line. I told Natsuki I was interested in her poems yesterday. It's probably only fair if I shared mine with her first.
Okay, well, let's start with...
Natsuki rereads my poem.
Never mind. I don't feel like giving you my opinion.
Huh? Then what's the point in sharing in the first place? I wrote this when I could have been doing other things.
You...
In fact, I remember how I said I wanted to read your poems. That's what I had in mind when writing this. I want to help you feel comfortable enough to share yours. Like Monica said.
Well, I would be more comfortable sharing my poem if yours so really bad. You were supposed to show me some dumb poem and make me go, huh. Well, it's not that great, but let me show you what real literature looks like. And you went and ruined it. I hope you're happy.
So, in other words, you're saying you liked it?
Ugh.
Natsuki's retort gets caught in her throat.
You're so... You don't understand anything, do you? I already told you that you don't have to go noticing it to the world like you're all self-important.
Pretty sure you never actually said that. I say that mostly to myself. Natsuki must really hate me or something. I can't figure out if it's a win or a loss that she liked my poem. In any case, you still need to show me yours, right?
Fine, I guess. Only because Monica will make me if I don't.
Eagles can fly, monkeys can climb, crickets can leap, horses can race, owls can seek, cheetahs can run, eagles can fly, people can try, but that's about it.
Did you want to take a picture?
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. I told you that you weren't gonna like it.
I like it.
What? Just be honest.
I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it?
Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff. So people don't even take my writing seriously.
But isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid.
Yes, exactly. I like when it's easy and to read it, but it hits your part. Like in this poem. Seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening. So I decided to write about it.
Yeah, I understand.
But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like I set up for the rhythm at the end. You just want to play with the ball. But then made it fall flat on purpose. It helps brings out the feeling in the last line. So
you did. More went into it than I realized. Look at her. She's so cute. Sorry, the dog's being cute. Oh, there goes the ear.
yep. I wouldn't be surprised if she starts barking.
Oh.
That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you?
Yeah, I guess not. I decided to humor her with the last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki is feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. Okay, Yuri. Yuri stares at the poem. A minute passes, more than enough time for her to finish reading.
Oh, sorry. I forgot to start speaking.
It's fine. Don't force yourself.
I'm not. I just need to put my thoughts into words. Hold on. Okay. This is your first time writing a poem, right?
Yeah. Why do you ask?
I'm just making sure. I guess that it might be after reading through it.
Ah, so it's that bad.
No. Did I just raise my voice? Oh, I'm sorry.
Yuri buries her face in her hands. I couldn't help but notice that it's been several minutes and we haven't really gotten anywhere. It might take Yuri a while to get used to new people. It's fine, I didn't really notice. What were you saying?
Right, it's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. And having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they fit the two together. The end result is that both the style and the expressions are weakened.
Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone, and she sounds like an expert.
Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just find them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you available feedback. Nazca can be a little bit based, though.
Biased how?
Biased, sorry.
It's okay.
Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry.
It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri is apologizing to herself, to me, or to Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now?
Please do. I'd love to share my thoughts, process behind it.
Yuri smiles dreamily, as if that's a rare opportunity for her. Which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? Ghost under the light. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow. Bathing. It must be this one.
NB
The last-
Kiwi Frizzle Kai. Welcome to my channel.
Thanks for the follow!
Kiwi
I got a
Frizzle
jar of that. I got a jar of that. And guess what she's I got a jar of that. I got
Hi
a jar
there,
of
thank you
that.
for the
I got a
follow!
jar of that. And guess what she's I got a jar of that. I got a jar of that. I got a jar of that. And guess what she's
Thanks for the follow.
I got a jar of that. I got a jar of that. I got a jar of that. And guess what she's I got a jar of that. I got a jar of that.
I just
I
realized
got a jar of that. And guess what she's
Oh, why's that? Is she down?
No. My camera's right there. So I would have had to move it.
Oh. Right, okay. Let's see. Ghost under the light. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber
NB
glow.
underscore Kiwi
Bathing.
Frizzle underscore Kai. Said. Wow, that's a lot of jar of dirts.
Let's see. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow. Bathing. It must be this one. The last remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe, calm, breathing air of the present but living in the past. The light flickers. I flicker back. I still love that. I still love that poem. It's so pretty.
Even though you don't like the handwriting.
It's so hard to... Well, I'm getting used to her handwriting now, but the first time was so hard to read. I had to, get up to the screen, and it's beautiful handwriting. I'm just bad at reading it.
Yeah.
NB underscore Kiwi Frizzle underscore Kai. Said. Whose route you're going for?
We're doing Natsuki. We're on the second playthrough now. Yeah. Sayori just, livented.
Yep.
Felt so bad.
Dot, dot, dot. I'm sorry. I have such terrible handwriting.
What? I wasn't thinking that at all.
But it took you a long time to read.
Ah. Well, I just don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty.
Eh? That's a relief.
Also, I liked the poem. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive.
NB
wasn't
underscore
too short?
Kiwi Frizzle underscore Kai. Said. Natsuki is my absolute favorite.
She's so cute!
I think everyone likes Natsuki.
She's adorable! I really like Yuri, too. If I were to play this on my own, I'd probably go for her route.
Yeah.
Okay.
It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems.
Not at all.
I'm really glad you liked it. I'll be honest. Since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose.
Are you into ghosts, Yuri?
Actually, the stories isn't about a ghost at all, Dork.
Really? I must have totally missed the
NB
point.
underscore Kiwi Frizzle underscore Kai said, everyone likes Yuri or Sayori more than Natsuki, and I'm just like WHYYY. Natsuki is short and cute and I love her so much.
She's so cute. She's fun to voice, too. I must have totally missed the point.
Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all.
I just want to know how he got ghost out of that. But I guess that's the thing with literature. It's just kind of up to your own interpretation,
Yeah.
especially with the way that Yuri writes. Sorry, am I being annoying?
No, but remember that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and expressions in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In case perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost. Lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past, and so to be left with nothing.
That's a lot more solemn, putting it that way. I hadn't even thought of that. It's impressive.
It's nothing really. Well, it makes me happy that you think that. Just remember that it won't be long before you pick up on these things too.
Yeah, maybe you're right. I guess I'll have to keep trying.
I'm counting on it.
Gee, wonder who's next.
Hi, Dork. Having a good time so far?
Yeah.
Good. Glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestion for the club, like new activities or anything we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? Alright, I'll keep... Oh, no! Ah!
Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course, I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in.
Anyway, want to share your poem with me?
It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to.
Don't worry, Dork. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know. But it's the sort of
NB
barrier...
underscore Kiwi Frizzle underscore Kai said, she's always listening. Very creepy.
Yeah, Monica is seriously creepy. One of my friends, compared me to Monica once, and I'm like, the fuck you mean, bitch? I don't know what he means to this day. He won't tell me.
You're always listening.
I mean, okay. I was the head of a Discord server for a long time. And I just am kind of that friend people go to, so I know everyone's shit. And I think that's what he meant. I just know everyone's shit. And I am trying to keep this shitstorm together. Bitches be tripping.
But it's that sort of barrier that we'll all learn to get to pass soon.
Yeah, that's true. I hand Monica my poem.
I like it, Dork.
Really?
It's a lot cuter than I expected.
Oh, jeez.
No. It kind of makes me think of something Nausicaa would write. And she's a good writer too. So take that as a compliment.
That's him. If you say so.
Yep. If you're interested in Nausicaa, then always keep a snack on you. She'll cling to you like a puppy. Nausicaa's dad doesn't give her lunch money or leaves her any food in the house, so she is a fuzzy mood pretty often. But sometimes she just loses all of her strength and shuts down. Like earlier. This is just a guess, but I think she's so small because her malnutrition is interfering with her adolescence growth. But hey, some guys are into pretty girls too, you think, you know? Sorry, just trying to look at the brighter side. Anyway, do you want to read my poem? Don't worry, I'm not very good.
You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to not be very good.
Well, that's 'cause I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know?
I see. Well, let's read it then. Hole in the wall. But he wasn't looking at me. Confused, I frantically glance at my surroundings, but my burned eyes can no longer see color. Are there others in this room? Are they talking? Or are they simply poems on flat sheets of paper? The sound of frantic scrawling playing tricks on my ears. The room begins to crinkle, closing in on me. The air I breathe dissipates before it reaches my lungs. I panic. There must be a way out. It's right there. He's right there. Okay. Swallowing my fears, I brandish my pen. There we go.
So what do you think?
It's very freeform, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback.
It's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is a lot of poem have been putting in emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful.
What was the inspiration behind this one?
Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say that I had some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poem a bit.
An epiphany?
Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other up later. Another way to think about it is this. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening.
Whew. I guess that's everyone. I glance around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. This is a literature club, after all. I sigh. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Monica is writing something in her notebook. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. What's with this language?
Did you say something?
Oh, it's nothing. Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand. I guess you could say it's fancy.
Thanks. Yours is cute.
Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute?
I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. It was trying to say something nice. I was trying to say something nice.
Huh? You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it really didn't come out nice at all.
Well, I do have a couple of suggestions.
If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. Monica liked it. And Dork did too. So based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all...
Excuse me. I appreciate the offer, but I've spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon, unless of course, I come across something particularly inspiring, which I haven't yet. And Dork liked my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it.
Natsuki suddenly stands up. Oh? I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri.
That's not what I... You're just...
Yuri stands up as well.
Maybe you're just jealous that Dork appreciated my advice more than he appreciated yours.
Huh? And how do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself?
No. If I was full of myself, I would diligently go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutie to see.
Ooh. Well, you know what? I wasn't the one whose boobs magically grew a size bigger as soon as Dort started showing up.
Natsuki?
NB_Kiwi_Frizzle_Kai said, I love the friendship Natsuki and Yuri have.
I don't know, that doesn't feel like friendship to me. A very serious rivalry.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay, Monika's you.
Yeah, Natsuki, that's a little...
This doesn't... Okay, we'll have to do it again. 1, 2, 3. This
That
doesn't involve you!
Take out your own insecurities on your others like that. You really act as young as you look, Natsuki.
Me? Look who's talking, you wanna be edgy bitch!
Edgy? Sorry, that's my lifestyle. It's too much for someone of your mental age and companionhood.
Is this making it harder for you? See? Just saying that proves my point. Most people learn to get over themselves after they graduate middle school, you know.
If you want to prove anything, then stop harassing others with your sickening attitude. You think you can counterbalance your toxic personality just by dressing and acting cute? The only cute thing about you is how hard you try.
Whoa, be careful or you might cut yourself on that edge, Yuri. Oh, my bad. You already do that, don't you?
Did you just accuse me of cutting myself? What the fuck is wrong with your head?
Yeah, go on. Let Dork hear everything you really think. I'm sure he'll be head over heels for you after this.
Ah!
Suddenly, Yuri turns toward me, as if she just noticed I was standing here.
Dork. She's just trying to make me look bad.
That's not true. She started it.
But
Natsuki, I guess. Yo, this is really cool.
hello, Monica.
Poke her in the eye. uh...
Hey, Dork. Why don't we step outside for a little bit? Okay? Sorry about that. They really shouldn't have tried to get you involved. It's probably better for us to stay out of this. We'll go back inside once they're done yelling. Some president I am, right? I can't even confront my own club members properly. I just wish I was able to be a little more assertive sometimes. But I never have it in me to put my foot down against others. You understand, right? Anyway, if this makes you want to spend less time with the others, then that's fine. I'd be happy to spend time with you instead.
Suddenly, Natsuki runs out of the classroom. Aww. She quickly runs away.
Oh dear. Well, it looks like they're done. I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it.
Yuri is rocking back and forth in her desk with her palms on her forehead. Yuri?
I didn't mean it.
I believe you. I have no idea what Yuri might have said to Natsuki. Or did.
Dork, please don't hate me. Please. I'm not like this. There's something wrong with me today. It's fine, Yuri. But no, we know you didn't mean it. Besides, I'm sure Natsuki... You can go first, Monica. I'd like to stay a little bit longer. I'm the president, so I should be the last one out. I'll wait for you to be done. Well, I'm vice president, so please let me take the responsibility today. It's kind of sounds like you don't...
Maybe I should take somebody when you're done. I'll take Yuri.
Okay. It kind of sounds like you don't want me around for something, Yuri.
It's not that. It's not that.
Fashion Fit. Welcome to my channel.
Hi, welcome. I didn't get much of a chance to discuss my book with Dork. it would just be embarrassing with you listening.
I guess I don't really have a choice, do I?
I'm sorry for causing trouble, but I really appreciate you understand. Well, okay then. I guess we are trying. Let's try smile. Actually, or like click on that. I want to see what that does. Oh. Okay. Let's try dream. Sunny? Heart. Treasure? Together? If you see some you'd rather pick, let me know.
Candy.
Okay.
You can keep going.
Play. We gotta click Doki Doki. It's obvious. Anything that you like? I think we should go with nature. And unrestrained, maybe? Parfait.
Right?
Yeah, that's the one.
Ocean. Rainbow. Poof.
Fluffy.
Fluffy. Flower?
Okay. Fireflies is down at the bottom. Another day passes and it's time for the club meeting already. I've gotten a little more comfortable here over the past couple days. Entering the club room, the usual scene greets me.
Welcome back, Dork.
Ah, hi Yuri. I'm not sure if it's me or if Yuri's expression, but the weight of yesterday's quarrel still hangs in the air a little. Yuri glances over her shoulder, looking around the room. Natsuki is reading manga at a desk. And surprisingly, Monika isn't here yet. Suddenly, Yuri takes my arm and pulls me to the corner of the room.
About yesterday, I really need to apologize. Nothing like that has ever happened before. And something just came over me, I guess. I wasn't acting mentally sound. Please don't think we're usually like this. Not just me, but Natsuki as well.
Yuri.
They make me a little too happy.
That's her. You're good.
Okay. I'm really glad that you're such an understanding person. And I'm really glad that you're joined this club. Everything is a little bit brighter than with you around and, sorry. What am I saying right now? I just...
Hey, have you guys seen Monika? No, I haven't. I was also kind of wondering where she was. Man. Yuri, I'm guessing you haven't either. Yuri is clearly taken aback by how calmly Natsuki is addressing her.
No, I haven't.
Geez, this isn't like her at all. I know it's stupid, but I can't help but worry a little bit. What? What are you looking at me like that?
Natsuki, about yesterday. I just wanted to apologize. I promise I didn't mean any of the things I said. And I do my best to stay under control from now on. So...
Yuri, what the heck are you talking about? Did you do something yesterday?
Eh?
Jeez. Whatever's on your mind, I'm sure it was nothing. I don't even remember anything bad happening. You're the kind of person who worries too much about the little things, aren't you?
But...
I'll accept your apology anyway, if it makes you feel better about it.
No, not at all. I don't hate you.
Well, you're kind of weird, but I don't hate you either. Natsuki turns to me. You're still on trial, though. Hey! Suddenly, the door swings open.
Sorry, I'm super sorry.
Oh, there you are.
I didn't mean to be late. I hope you guys weren't worried or anything.
Nah. Well, Natsuki was. I was not! What took you so long, anyway?
Well, my last period today was study hall. To be honest, I kind of lost track of time.
That makes no sense, though. You would have heard the bell ring at least.
I must not have heard it since I was practicing piano. Piano? I was aware you played music as well, Monica. I wasn't aware that you played music as well, Monica. Ah, don't give me more credit than I deserve. I guess I've been practicing for a while, but I'm still not really good yet. Still, the most required a lot of dedication. So I'm still impressed. Ah, well, thank you, Yuri.
You should play something for us sometime.
That's...
Monica looks at me.
Well, I am working on writing a song, but it's not quite done yet. Maybe once I get a little bit better, I will.
That sounds cool. I look forward to it.
Is that so? In that case, I won't let you down, Dork.
Monica smiles sweetly. Ah, I didn't mean any pressure or anything like that.
Don't worry. I was hoping that I could share it with you anyway. I guess that's why I've been practicing so much recently.
I see. I'm not sure if Monica was referring to the whole club or just me. In that case, best of luck.
Thanks. So I didn't miss anything, did I?
Not really. I choose not to bring up anything that the three of us talked about. Besides, Natsuki has already run off into the closet.
Dork, since your compliment put me in a good mood, I was wondering if you would like to spend some time together today. I mean, in the club.
Ah, I suppose so. I don't think I could say no to you after you gave that book to me. Well, I guess I need to make sure Natsuki isn't waiting for me. After we finished reading yesterday,
She's fine. She's reading over there, see? Don't think about her so much. She used to being ignored. Come on, we're going over there.
What's the story about, anyway?
Well, camp. Hi.
Sorry, there's a dog.
There's a doggy. He's a puppy.
Maybe she needs to potty.
Most likely. Alright. My dogs are saying they have to potty. So we're gonna go on break for a little bit. So we'll be right back.
8HVDES. Welcome to my channel. Asm_Mew. Welcome to my channel.
I guess what I really liked about Doki Doki is, yes, the characters are cute, and I love yanderis, but also I'm a giant fucking literature nerd. I'm always writing. Always. If I can't I've never completed anything. I can never, focus long enough to do that, but I mean, if you look at the greats, a lot of their works were very short and concise, like Poe. Mostly just poems and short stories, and I just got through all of his poems now, and some of them are just fantastic. They're not all dark and gruesome. Poe has this image that he's painted for himself, but I mean, he writes about everything, or wrote about everything. I don't think he writes anymore. He is very much dead.
Writing in his grave.
He would. If anyone would do it, he would. He would find a way.
Yeah, pretty much.
I don't know, and I think Poe lives on in every goth writer. Specifically, I'm talking about gothic literature. God, I can't remember who who his inspirations were. I think... Fuck. It's way too late in the...
Night.
Yeah, I can't. But yeah, so essentially, he was basically edgy his whole life, but he had also dealt with so much trauma, everyone close to him just dying. So he kind of became obsessed with it.
Yeah.
And it's fascinating because for the longest time, he fell out of popularity shortly after his death when a former friend wrote a scathing obituary about him, about how he practiced all of the things that he wrote about: necrophilia, incest, drug addiction, and all of this, and he didn't. And I'm like, times really haven't changed. But here's the thing. If people are dogging you for writing dark stuff and you feel like your life is over, Poe wasn't popular in the Americas for a long time, but over in France and other countries, even a Japanese writer, Edogawa Ranpo, was deeply inspired by Poe's works. What I'm saying is, just because some people are uncomfortable with your work and they will shame you for it and make you out to be horrible, doesn't mean it's the end. I mean, Poe came back with a huge resurgence, especially in like the 70s when the goth movement came in, you know, following punk. Poe was brought back, and he's one of the most prolific historical authors in our history. So don't be afraid to be a little controversial every once in a while. Don't be afraid to step out of your comfort zone and just say what you're thinking. And your writing doesn't always reflect you as a person. I like to read a lot of dark stuff, and I get so much hate for it and for promoting it, and I'm like, it's important that we read these things. I mean, in schools, they're banning things like, God, I can't remember the name of some of these books, but they're banning things like fucking To Kill a Mockingbird and One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest, and they're all making such great points that people are just too uncomfortable to explore, when really we need to be reading this. We need to be asking questions. They're just, it's dumbing us down, putting ourselves in this little box.
Yeah, I agree.
Sorry, I am just on a rant. I am on a warpath. I'm a fucking literature nerd. I cannot help it.
That's fine.
We can continue. Doesn't matter. It's your stream.
Well, either way, it's fine with me, so.
That's fair. Adara, do you have any opinions?
Tell us.
She just huffed so loud at me. You are such a brat. I love you. She's a husky.
Yep.
Oops, got my pants dirty.
You're surprised?
No, not really. She probably was digging holes outside again.
Probably.
One of these days, she's gonna get stuck in her own hole.
Probably. No, because we're over our time
yeah,
limit.
I guess we are. Shit. I don't feel tired. I say that, and I go home, and I won't even make it to my bed. I will just be asleep in the chair.
Well, we can just stop here for now. And
Yeah. The corruption of the game is really fun so far. I guess we should put in a flash warning, though, because that was kind of making my head hurt a little bit.
yeah. I forgot about the flashing.
Oh, you've already played it.
I haven't played it. I've seen it before.
Oh, okay.
By Markiplier and Jacksepticeye played it. So, of course I've seen it.
See, I don't watch a whole lot of YouTubers. I really don't.
They make me laugh.
They are really funny. I like watching Markiplier's try not to laugh. 9 times out of 10, his reactions are what gets me laughing, not the memes.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a one I should send you with him, that he's making animal noise, and he's like, am I a cat? Meow 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 meow. It's really funny. Say woof again. Say woof again. But yeah, we can just shut it down for now, and we can talk for a little bit and stuff like that if you want to.
Sure, sounds good to me. I do like your art. I do. I like how your art spans so many different styles. I think it's really cool.
Let's see. Display. No, if you guys like, pretty much right now we're just taking a break from the game, so
Yeah, I think both of our eyes are getting pretty tired.
pretty much. So
It's a lot of reading.
so was what was it? Tiny Bunny.
God, that was so good. They need to hurry up and put more out. I loved Tiny Bunny.
Staffa. Welcome to my channel.
Hi, welcome. It was not what? Okay. Sorry, the dog just reacted for no reason. Cute puppy. Ugh. Pack my stuff away while we're sitting here. I guess I should stream more on my own. I have to get a decent setup first. Because I don't have a desk or anywhere to sit to do all of this.
I thought you had a desk in the front room.
In the front room? No, we've got a table.
Well, I meant like a table.
Girl, you think that thing's clean? I really need to get to the living room, but there are more pressing matters right now.
Yeah.
I'm working on it. Slowly but surely. I didn't do much today except sleep all day, though.
Yeah.
I think I burnt myself out.
I'm not surprised.
Which is really frustrating because it should not take this much effort to get up and cook a meal and clean.
Hello. Hello, silly puppy.
But
Hello.
what are you gonna do when your executive dysfunction is prevalent in your life? Hi, sweet girl. You stinky. You are a stinky girl.
Yeah, I know. She needs a spray.
Poor thing.
Eating a bunch of butter it's not a good idea, is it?
She's like, I have no regrets, Mother. None at all. No little thoughts in my empty doggy head.
Yeah,
You're very cute.
I have to spray you down. Spray you! I have to wipe your eyes too.
No thoughts in that little doggy head. None.
Nope. She said I was going after the butter and it was worth it.
Yes, I bet it was delicious. Sounds like the cats are terrorizing each other. Goodness, you're just a big baby. I need to take a picture of her. This is so cute. Look. Adara! Hey, crazy. You, over here, with the face. No? Okay. Cutie.
Yeah, I know. I need to get him a bath and stuff like that.
That's alright. They're dogs. They're stinky. God, s'mores is nasty. A cat can stink up the whole house by himself. I have not changed his food. He has been eating the same thing for years. I don't know what the problem is.
Yeah, so
Hi, Adara. Is it my turn to hold you like a big puppy baby?
if you can. She's still shedding.
Spoiled. She's never going to stop shedding.
I know she's not.
a husky.
I know.
You cover all of my clothes with your fur.
Do you like yes?
All
I
of
do.
that is yours. None of it is my cat's.
All right. I think I'm gonna close down.
Okay.
So I'm Mega Anime.
And I'm Sylvie Sommers, signing off.
You guys have a beautiful day and a beautiful night. And we'll see you next time.
Bye.
Stay creative, stay spooky.
I did it too early.
Yep.
Bye.
Bye.